So it's August 6th, 2026. I want to do an update about directed energy weapons. About 2 hours ago, I had an attack, and it was like it was more like infrasound than ELFs. But it's almost like they're mixed. I don't even know how to describe it, but it only lasted a few seconds. That's becoming more typical now, that these attacks only last a few seconds, but there's all different ones. And there's two of them that seem to be that don't come suddenly, that I become aware of them. Like, I think I've spoken about this when I'm in my bathroom, which is on that side of the house. There's a kind of a vibration that I feel in my head all the time when I'm in there. Or at least, let's say, most of the time. And then there's another kind of vibration, but it's like an intermittent pulsing one, like woo, woo, woo. I think I'm doing it a bit too fast. I think it's slower than that, a little bit slower than that. And I feel that when it's late at night. Like, sometimes I stay up. I think they have, like last night, I think they've started to do whatever they do to stop TI sleeping, because that has happened more and more. And interestingly, that has happened since I completed the online form, the TI Voice online form. And, insomnia wasn't an issue particularly for me then. And it's interesting that since then, they have started to do it. Last night I didn't sleep nearly all night. It's not that I was wide awake, it was that I was just aware all the time that I wasn't asleep, which is kind of frustrating. And I'm assuming that's some kind of frequency. I don't know how they do that, but I'm assuming it's a frequency. Like, for example, delta. I know this because I looked, because of healing frequencies. Delta brainwaves are when you're asleep, and I'm assuming if they start hitting me with, I don't know, beta, which is when you're wide awake, then that might keep me, from falling asleep properly. I mean, I don't know, I'm just speculating. And then another attack that I get, this has happened only a few times, but it's very, very frightening, because it's very intense, and it's so hard to describe. It's as if, how do I describe this? It's right in the middle of my brain, and it's like it's as if my oh gosh, how do I explain this? It's painful. It's like an altered. It's like I'm being forcibly. It's like my consciousness is being forcibly altered. And I almost as if somebody is energetically twisting something right inside my brain. I can't explain. And just when it gets very, very intense, I mean, it's less than a second, okay? But if it was more than that, I'd be screaming, okay? Because it's very, very unpleasant. I can't even say that it's pain, because it's, it's in the brain. I don't know. It's just a very horrible thing. Let me see if I can. I guess the nearest thing it would be is if you've ever been very, 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 very drunk, that feeling of when suddenly the world spins round, you know, maybe you've laid on the bed or something and the whole room spins round. That kind of twisting, that it's not that the room is spinning round, but that kind of twisting feeling inside the brain, that's it. But it's more intense than that, and it's obviously it's not natural. I haven't drunk anything. So I don't know if any other TIs have had that, but so these are all different ones that I'm getting, but the sudden attacks are now only a very short, like only a few seconds or even less than a second, but they're intense, you know. And then there's two other ones that I've just said. One that I feel when I'm in my bathroom on that side of the house, and it's like a rumble, like an engine, you know, like a big truck engine that's on, you know, when they're not moving. I don't know the word for that. Idle. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's like an engine turning over. And then the other one, I actually feel it on the other side of the house when I'm in my kitchen on this side, and that one is like a woo, 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 like an intermittent pulsing, and they're all in my brain. The one that I had earlier, the attack that I had earlier, was actually hurting like my heart area as well. It wasn't just the head. But whereas before it was very clearly ELF, like I could feel it was either very, very high or very, very low pitch, but there was no sound, if you see what I mean. I don't know how to explain this. I'm just telling you what my experience is. Yeah, now it's more like infrasound, and I don't even know if I'm using the right word, but what I mean is that it's affecting my eardrums very intensely. Like to me it hurts, but I you know, I hesitate to use the word pain because it's not physical. I don't know. But it's very intense and it's very horrible. The one that happened 2 hours ago, if it had been any longer than just this, you know, a little part of a second, I would have been screaming, really. Very, very unpleasant. Anyway, that's my update. Right now, you see, I'm outside and there's nothing. Nothing at all. It's all very peaceful, which is so wonderful.